Hmm. Took a bit for this stream to get started. The cutscenes in this game are so loud. Not the cutscenes in particular, just the intro sequences in particular for this game are especially loud. Hello, we are streaming. It took quite a bit to get this game started. The new Steam UI is really bungling everything up recently. But I appear to have the stream running, and it appears to be going okay. I switched the encoder, just to experiment. I think my CPU should be able to handle it. Anyway, yeah, welcome. We're going to, if you saw yesterday's stream, I doubt you did, but if you did, we're going to be doing that again, but for Dishonored's respective DLCs, the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches, respectively. We're just going to try and get through it as quickly as possible, while taking some granted inefficiencies for non-lethal purposes. Yeah. I'm not as familiar with the DLC as I am with the base game, so I may bungle up a little bit. My estimate for how long the base game was going to take yesterday was way off. I was about an hour off. And the DLC is a bit shorter than the main game is. Collectively, there are 2 portions. So I'm going to guess that it will be about the same amount of time to complete this, about 2 hours, or maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. I'm really hedging my bets because my estimate was so bad yesterday. But let's get into it. And once again, we are going to be playing on Master Assassin, which is the very hard equivalent for this DLC, respectively. They make it sound harder than it is. It's not.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled.
Once again, we have some unskippable cutscenes.
All equally corrupt.
We have some unskippable cutscenes for this DLC, but I believe there are most of the cutscenes in the DLC are skippable as opposed to the main game, where there are a fair amount of unskippable ones.
Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserve to.
That's Matt Mikkelsen as Dowd, by the way.
A storm was coming.
There's a weird amount of celebrity voice actors in Dishonored, and I feel like they're not wasted per se, but I just don't notice them really. Okay, so this is our quick tutorial section. They give you Blink, and for some reason they were like, hey, let's take the already incredibly powerful Blink, and let's give it the ability to stop time. And that's pretty funny. I'm not complaining, I just think it's like a real power creep kind of move.
Dowd, my...
Okay, so short answer is he tells you, here's a lady's name. It's Delilah. She's plot relevant.
For 6 months.
Oh god! It's so loud. Okay. Now will we be doing favors? Stolen rune. In a crate full of old scrimshaw out on the natural loss. The rune will be hidden in a sewer that spills out into the river. I think we'll take that. We're not will not sound the alarm. We will not be taking a lot of these favors because we don't need them, because we don't actually need to go get collectibles for the purposes of going quickly. Combat sleep dart we will take. Sleep darts, we need a lot of those. And I think in terms of upgrades, we probably won't need a lot. We aren't going to be going for bone charms, or at least not a lot of them. Like last time, we are going to be going for bone charms and runes directly in our path, and that's about it. So...
Dowd, you're here. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Powers, blink, and also like last time, we're going to be basically going for agility and blink, and that's about it. We have void gaze by default. That's how we get runes, because you don't have the heart in this DLC.
You have to give me back my time card. I can't get back in. You had no right to take it.
So the gimmick behind this level is you need a time card to get into the factory, but we're not actually going to do that because you don't really need a time card to get into the factory. You just need to find a way in, and you can do that by going through the blood sewers. There are like sewers where they drain the whale guts, and you can get in through there. I also think there's like a rune over in that balcony right there, so we're going to go get that simply because it's kind of like a freebie. Oh, I've been seen. That sucks.
What do you say? Shut your blowhole. Huh?
I mean, they see me, and that's a bummer.
The slaughterhouse butchers are locking workers in the pump control station by the docks. If you could get in there, I bet the workers would tell you just about anything you wanted to know.
Be captured or killed on sight.
Also, the other thing is that when you're under attack, your void gaze ends prematurely, and that's kind of bad. Okay. Wait, isn't there a rune in that safe over there? Oh yeah, but we need the safe key, and I had to pay for that, so I'm not gonna do that.
When I find you, it's gonna be bad.
Okay. So there's stuff in there. We're not gonna get it.
Check everyone's.
Instead, what we need to do is we need to go in here. There should be a key in this boat here, and then that unlocks this oil tank, and then we drop this, and then... Oh, hey, man. Oh, that just kills me. They weren't kidding when they said that it was hard. Okay. And that restarts me at the end of the level. Wow, okay.
Pretty will lock you up too. Might be worth checking out. What? Guards behind me.
Very well. I'll work with this. That's a little brutal. But fine. I signed up for it.
Could be rats, I guess.
Okay, so we need to go re-get that rune because the old save was really bad.
The slaughterhouse butchers are locking workers in the pump control station by the docks. If you could get in there, I bet the workers would tell you just about anything you wanted to know.
We're the first ones to get them.
How do they work?
Well, obviously you. Actually.
There's some mines in there and some blueprints. I don't know if we're actually going to take them. So there's the pylon key. Just so I don't die again. Okay, so we drop that, and then that turns off the arc pylon, which means that we can now interact with this lever, which will then open the sewer grate down here, which will let us get into the factory. And I believe there is a rune down here. Or no, it's a bone charm. Whatever. Rats.
When I find you, I'm gonna mince you like this.
Okay, now we're in the slaughterhouse.
Rockwell's got a stubborn reputation.
Billy Lark's trying to give me information. I don't really need to know it, though. This guy's about to get murdered. We're going to casually ignore this, be negligent in his murder. So that way I can get to his office faster.
That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna teach you to respect me.
He's fine. But... Ooh, shiny. I believe that's what we paid for. Like, at the beginning of the level, we paid for somebody to place that there. We could kill this whale if we wanted to. We're not going to. We take too much time. Sleep dart. Oh wait, no, the misplaced rune is down there. Alright, well in that case... I think we have to actually listen to his audiograph. And that'll tell us where he is. Oh wait, no.
Looks right at me when I sit here at
Interrogation.
I can't
There's interrogation.
the fly next to you. Leave it. You'll never
Oh right, he's in this room. And then we gotta go...
How much does he know by now?
There are a couple things you can do here to complete this level. The most efficient way is to put Mr. Rothwild in the interrogation chair and get his secrets out of him. We're not going to blow up the factory or anything like that, and the reason why we're not going to do that is because it requires a whole bunch of rigmarole that's going to take too much time. It's going to take a lot of time. So instead, we're just going to casually allow this labor strike to continue unabated. Alright.
I spotted a makeshift interrogation room in the mute.
Yeah, I know that. Alright, well, I didn't mean to do that. I got cutscene locked, dude. I thought I was safe because I got behind the door, but I guess not. If anything, I got murked because I was locked in a cutscene.
Another for the pits.
Very cool. I think I might be going too fast for the game, to be honest. Like I don't think it expects me to have Rothschild this quickly. Like,
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
okay, now Billy Lurk, what she's supposed to do is she's supposed to lock the doors here so that way you don't get interrupted while you're doing this. Which would have been nice if he hadn't managed to somehow slip in and kill me.
What do you want to...
Okay, so this guy who kind of looks like Jim Carrey, we're going to torture him a little bit
Is Delilah.
for info.
I hope that was satisfying.
We're gonna kill him. Simply because putting him in the crate would be a detour, and that would take too much time. Arc Mine School. It's a landmine. It does the same thing as a Spring Razor. There's a misplaced rune here. We're gonna go get it. because we paid for it and we're gonna get our money's worth. Whale guts. We're in the belly of the whale now, boys. We can take the sewer exit or the main exit, it doesn't really matter. As long as we leave. At this point, yeah, it actually may just be better for us to run. And all things considered, it may just be better for us to leave the way we came, because going out the main entrance is going to be a hassle. Yeah, there's a safe here, and I believe there is a something in here. Oh no. I thought there was going to be like a bone charm in there. I think there's like maybe a rune if you pay for the safe combination, but we don't have it, so meh. You can do a favor at the beginning of the level to pay for the safe combination, but I didn't do that, so we don't have that.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any
Oh right, we
industry
actually have to save
by
Billy
law of
Lark.
the state is a capital offense.
All you really have to do here is disable the guy with the music box, and Billy Lark will escape.
And selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report
It's Corvo.
industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treason by the Lord.
Apparently that's canonically what blink looks like when you're blinking, which is weird to think about.
It's a pleasure to watch you work. Feels like there's always more to learn about pain. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out.
Alright,
That
so
might be useful.
that's that level, and
Let's go.
Billy Lark's responses will change depending on whether or not you're doing high or low chaos, whether or not you killed the main target in the level or not.
As a young girl,
Oh god! Every time with the volume. Whale oil delivery. Oh, also, I don't think we're just gonna be able to afford any of these favors because we aren't collecting any money. So I think it's better to just spend it on sleep darts. What little we have. Depending on whether or not you're on high or low chaos, she'll either choke somebody out or, like, kill this man right here.
That was gentle. He'll snore for an hour.
Yeah. Anyway,
Talia should be waiting in Trevor's close. It's an hour just past the
so anyway, we gotta help this noble lady basically kill her uncle for his inheritance. And the reason we're doing this is to figure out the identity of this lady called Delilah, who is a antagonist of the Dishonored series as a whole, but is introduced in this DLC in particular. She comes back in the second game as the main antagonist. We are going to, for our purposes in this speedrun, we're going to speedrun. I hesitate to call this a speedrun. We are going to go for what I would consider the canonical endings. Because, like, in Dishonored 2 it is implied that two endings could be canonical for Corvo's story, And for Dowd's story, it is implied that like one particular set of endings is canonical. Like with Corvo, the Emily dies ending is not canonical because Emily appears in the second game, but
Be advised, Thundry Rothwild, founder of the Rothwild, has been killed by enemies of the state.
but in this, like, it's implied that either the good ending for Dishonored or the kind of neutral bad ending could have occurred at the ending of Dishonored that leads to Dishonored 2 for Corvo's ending. The only thing that really matters is that Emily lives. But for this one, it seems like there's a very specific set of events that needs to occur in order for it to be canonical. And while I don't really care tremendously about whether it's more consistent, we're gonna go for it anyway. Because I think it'd be cool.
Let's have it. Right.
That was an awfully meaty fall. He might have died. Oh no, he's fine. He just hit the ground really hard.
Look at you.
Okay, so
Let's meet at the docks when you return.
I need to kill her uncle, I think. That part is steal his inheritance, basically. That part's the killing his uncle part is remarkably easy. Insultingly easy, actually. But it's the getting his inheritance part that's hard. I hit the tripwire, and that sucks. I took special care to not hit the tripwire and still managed to do it. So ideally there should be a key around here. Alright. I sure hope that doesn't send me back to the beginning of the level. No, we're good. Okay. Maybe this time I won't trip the wire. Okay. There should be, like, oh, here it is. Had our house key. We need a key to the legal district. Alright. I was really depending on that sleep dart hitting him before that sword hit me. And boy...
Damn it! Come on, let's get.
Nice shot. The key we nicked from the watch gets us inside the... So, they have a key. Yeah. So they have a key that'll get me into the legal district. Which is good, because otherwise I would have to go through a whole rigmarole to get a key. Hold on a sec. Stop. Stop. We don't need sleep darts, as proven last time, to disable these guys. It just take longer. Also, sleep darts in this DLC are remarkably cheaper than they are, I don't know, at Griff's shop. Sleep darts are never necessarily expensive. Well, they are expensive. They're expensive at, like, Griff's shop in, whatchamacall, one particular level. And I don't like to buy what I don't have to. I'm very frugal when it comes to spending money. Chauncey dead. Anyway. I believe there is a rune down there that we can just take. I haven't been upgrading my skills, so I should do that when I get down there. Okay. Powers. Blink. And then I need 3 more for an upgrade to agility. Cool. The extra range to blink is it's really something. It just lets you kind of break the map in a lot of ways. Jump across gaps that you wouldn't think you could jump across. Hold on a sec.
Sir,
What is it?
I just wanted to say, congratulations on getting your own squad.
I like that line because, like, throughout the entire game, they're always like, "Do you think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?" It's like a generic guard line, and it's like, "Sir, it's a character arc. He finally did it. He finally got his own squad."
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
Bone charm. Do I have any bone charm? Yeah, I'll just take it. Sustained range is not going to help us in any meaningful way because we don't have adrenaline.
I caught him snooping around nearby. He won't say who he is or what he's doing, but I locked him up just to be safe. You know what? You always amuse me.
Okay, so killing Barrister Timj is the really easy part. It's insultingly easy. Choke dust is the not passive grenade. It doesn't disable people, but it does stun them for a little bit, and it can help you escape. Now here's the insultingly easy part. We're just going to sit here.
He's in the lobby, explaining his little system.
No, ideally I think if we wait here. Wait, where did she go? Okay, so normally he's supposed to come out on the balcony and you can snipe him from here, but I guess we can't do that this time. We're not allowed to have fun today and be cheap about it.
Huh?
The Lord Regents tended to that, granting me special immunity to all
going
legal
on there?
provisions concerning the business.
Of course. The Regent is the smartest and most...
That's fine.
Huh? See something? Stop messing around and come out of the way.
I'll take that. Ow! Hold on a sec. Okay. So
This was too easy.
that was kind of bad. I need to remember where he keeps... I'm trying to remember where exactly my man keeps his last will and testament. Because I need to collect that, but I don't know where he keeps it. Alright, that's my own fault. I think I may have made this a lot harder on myself. Okay. So, there are a lot of people after me, and I think I need to find his last will and testament, which I believe is in the basement somewhere.
Check under everything.
I don't quite remember.
Help me find it.
Like I said, I'm not as familiar with this DLC as the base game.
I heard you there.
Call out to each other if you spot him.
Stupid
I
god.
bet we'll see that guy again.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Okay.
You keep going.
He's fine.
You got a prowler.
I know you're here.
Well, there's a rune in there.
We'll find him. There you are. Flank him. Someone get over here. Push him. Got you now. Shut. Assassin, help. Flank. Clear. Here you are. Here you are.
Hey man, not right now.
Fish bait.
This is not going as well as I'd hoped. Truly.
Alarm! Someone there? Ring the alarm! Ring the alarm! Might be worth checking out. I'm fine to you, hey.
It might be on the upstairs level. Because there is definitely a lot of stuff up there, and I just haven't checked it yet. Pardon me. Well, that's a blueprint. The game is telling me to go to the outpost.
God.
Did I just...
Oh, no.
Stand clear! Help! This was too easy.
Did I mess up a trigger? Like, did I mess up, like... I feel like I may have messed up, like, a specific... Like, Like, I feel like the game wants me to go to the outpost, but I just didn't. And that's like...
Being so late, I expected to find Timsh outside waiting for me. Where is he?
Dead, sir. Assassinated right under our own noses. As soon as we find the one who did this.
You mean you haven't caught the killer? Inconceivable.
Sir. Do you believe in witches?
Shut up. Witches had nothing to
Got you now. To work. He's here. Here, flank him. Die.
That... is difficult. Oh, it spawned me here. That's not good. Well, not especially. I can't imagine this is especially enjoyable to watch. So if you're frustrated, just know that I am as well. That really just kills me, huh? Okay. Okay.
There you are. Someone get him. Here you are.
Oh, it better not be in that chest or some shit.
Watch it. Firing. Keep skulking.
It better not be in that chest. That's the only other place I could think it could be, and, well...
Might be worth checking out. Heard something.
And if it is, oh boy. What fun it would be to go investigate that. That's not a gun.
Get behind it. We know you're here. Here you are. I need more men. Clear the line.
Yep, it's there. Alright,
That's
cool.
strange. Jimch doesn't name himself the Knife of Dunwall. He's giving the inheritance to the mine.
Well, this has been a significant time loss. If I were a speedrunner, I'd be very upset. My entire plan kind of hinged on the idea that Timsh was going to hang out on his balcony and get sniped.
A dangerous individual is currently at large.
That didn't happen though, so... So, regrettably, we lost a lot of time on that one. I also was unaware of the fact that the location of the Will and Testament was randomized. I kind of anticipated it being in the basement every time. I guess that's what I get for being unfamiliar with the DLC. But I guess we did get it eventually. Isn't there a rune down here? No? Alright. I guess it doesn't matter that much.
Your uncle is dead. This...
But you were promised information. That's all I know.
So much for the good barrister. He had it coming, though.
She gave me a bit of
Men
money.
like him can never
I hope I
trust
can do
anyone.
something with that.
His own niece turned on him. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go home.
We only killed the barrister, though, so that's good. Despite all of that chaos, only one person was killed.
Jessamine called
Ah! Okay. No favors to this way. So, this level is a bit of a goofy level. You kind of just run around in one big circle and try to save all your assassins.
Dad, we've been attacked. Overseers are tearing the place apart.
You run around your old hideout and you try to prevent your assassins from being murked. This, in and of itself, is fine. I don't think there are any runes on this level. I am wrong. But the main thing is I don't think actually killing Overseer Hume ends the level. I think you have to save your assassins. I think that's actually... Yeah, I think actually saving your assassins is what ends the level, so we aren't actually going to do anything about Hume.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars then?
Instead, our main objective will be on... Oh yeah, there's a notable bug where if you use the spyglass with the knife will zoom out, but your hand will not appear. It appears in the base game as well. Okay.
What's going on? We're in the line!
Just... okay. So...
Thought you could just leap away, did you?
That might be worth checking out.
This will also happen with your crossbow. You need to be careful about tranquilizing enemies near water, because they will drown. And that sucks.
My hands are bound. I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
No. Bad doggy.
Guards, to me! You're gonna bleed! Take this!
Alright.
Fish bait.
They really made this difficulty a lot harder, because the enemies will just one-shot kill you.
Take out his legs!
That definitely hit him. The rune is not here. That sleep dart definitely hit him. Point being that, like, how much do I have? Oh, I have no runes. Cool.
This is a waste. These ones never talk. What?
Someone get over here! Watch out!
Oh, all
Oh, that's a lot of water there. Are they gonna drown? No, I guess they're fine.
Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
So the goal on this level is to free all of your assassins, and then you can kind of reach a rendezvous point and end it. The big difficulty is the overseers with music bosses, because those will disable your magic. And that in and of itself is okay. It's dealable with, but usually not in a peaceful manner.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Never doubt it.
Now what? What is
I think they see me. Yeah. Also, the music box overseers just shred your health, and that's kind of shitty. I'm out of tranquilizer darts.
Okay, he got away. Probably rats. Into everything.
We know you're here. Check everywhere.
He's coming down the steps.
You keep going. Find him.
He bumped me with a music box, and that killed me. Yeah, the music box ones are no joke. It's like... okay. There's two of them there. That's kind of annoying.
Someone get over here.
You just killed your friend, what the fuck?
We'll burn your body tonight.
Just deadass shot his friend out of his hand. No mercy. That's cruel, dude. You know what I could probably do? A theoretical solution. I think there's an assassin being held over here somewhere. Could be wrong though.
What
Stop. Okay. I think what I could do is
little whiskey and cigars tonight?
Indeed, I believe so. For the last time, where is Dowd?
Right behind you.
You're only moments from death.
Okay.
Guards, to me!
Come on, dude. Eventually, I'm just gonna, for a fast run. You know what? I think we're just gonna start stabbing people. It's at this point, we're just gonna start stabbing people. My Sonic genes are unsatisfied with the speed of this run. We are going to have to start stabbing people.
Time. Where is Dowd? You're only moments from
Get up right now! Guards, to me!
Blood and coin.
We don't have time for useless.
Someone get over here!
When I find got you now.
Alright, well, that's his own fault.
Let my hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
I know you're here somewhere, scum. Aha! Like it. Assassin, help! Bring him down, brothers!
Oh, wait, do I gotta actually... If I have to, like, go out of my way to eliminate the other 5, but in that case, I think if you... If you have to eliminate either the rest of the musical overseers or savior assassins, the assassins is going to be a lot faster. So I think we should try to do that rather than, you know... It would be a lot better to do that than it would be to...
Last time. Where is Dowd? You're only moments from death.
Might be worth checking out. First, feed your heart to the hounds! Guards, to me! To the hounds! Here you are!
Put down.
Take this! Oh! Whiskey for a week to kill him!
Don't stand there. Alright, now get out. I wanted to go for the canonical ending, the low chaos sort of ending, but you're kind of forcing my hand here. If I can find some more trank darts, that would be optimal.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him. No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
I don't think his mask will protect him from a bolt, but I might be wrong about that.
Let's see who's hiding about. A severe caning might be in
I'll
order.
survive. I'll await your signal.
Oh, I'll find you!
Oh, they killed him. What a pain in the ass!
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him. No wonder they keep heads tight about. A severe caning might be in order.
Watch it!
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
Yeesh. I mean, I didn't wanna, but I think... Okay. I guess we are going to have to eliminate Overseer Hume. This much is doable. Like, it's fine. I'm just having to kill a lot more than I would have liked. The ethical ramifications are getting to me. Even though I know that, like, you know, there's no way Dowd is ever going to be a good person, I still think that, I'm still thinking, like, it still doesn't feel great to do bad when you can do good. Or when you're given the option to do good. It'd be one thing if it was like, no, you have to kill somebody.
Rouse yourself. Wake up!
Sir, if I could just say, the men aren't happy. The prisoners are secure, but the interrogations have been unsettling. The ones that talk are worse than the ones who won't, and there's still no sign of doubt.
We wait. Dowd will show. Remind the men that they're overseers of the Abbey. That Dowd is an aging mercenary who has deluded his followers for years.
Yes, sir. I just hate the stink of this place. But you are right, of course.
It's going to be difficult to get through those guys.
For Dowd to show.
He's asleep.
It's you. I thought your victims had trouble.
I thought for sure I was going to be able to drop kill him. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay. Well, this at the very least will be easier to get to Hume from here. Okay, we're going straight for Hume.
All it took was one. We are finished. As the litany says, there are forces outside the world we know.
All right.
And he that consorts with them.
This has quickly gone from doing it quickly to just a disaster.
Yes, sir. Of course. course. You are right.
What is it? I need more men.
So much for the legend.
Oh, my assassins are here to help. That might help.
Spinning his webs, worshiping the curse of the shrine.
Stop.
All took this bloody stake. Finished.
I don't have any health potions.
Forces outside the world we know, and he that consorts with them shall be put to the sword.
Oh, we got him. This was a lot more violent and unprofessional than I was hoping. Oh, now the dogs are here. Needless to say, I could have done better. Oh, I completely forgot about the assault plans too. If I had like found those beforehand, I wouldn't have to go through this whole rigmarole. Pardon me.
Guards, to me. Where'd he go? Oh, I'll find you. I'll feed your heart promotion for the man who...
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district.
Watch out!
But the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
Now the rats can fight over.
So now the issue is I need to get there on like 2 HP. Because that's all I have left.
Huh? Heard something. That might be worth checking out.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district. But the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
Give the word, sir. What's our next move?
Please do something, please do something, please do something!
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Let's
Okay.
Give me a report.
That fool overseer who led the attack against us is dead. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
It's my fault.
I think it was always understood between us.
Okay, so Billy Lurk, the person who's been hanging out with you the entire time, betrays you, and, now, here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. I've never chosen to execute Billy Lurk before. But I think it's actually canonical to do this. Let's find out. It's not. That's very weird. I guess that's just a retcon then.
When Billy Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship.
It's so
From the moment
loud.
she met you, all she wanted was to be a legendary assassin. She watched you, learned from you, and when she saw weakness, she struck, just like you taught her. Only, you were a little better. In the seconds before she died, she remembered the first time she met you, when you caught her breaking into the school and spared her life. When you made her an assassin, it was the proudest moment of her life. She had no regrets. And you, Dowd?
That's still low chaos though. I don't know, because like in the second game, I guess they retconned it or something, because the implication is that like Billy Lurk loses her arm, because Billy Lurk shows up as like a central character in the second game as the protagonist of the standalone DLC, and she loses an arm, and it is implied that Dowd cuts her arm off as punishment for betraying the group. And I thought that was what was going to happen as a result of the, executing her. But I guess that's not what happened. Maybe that's what happens as a result of, like, the execution when you fight her in the High Chaos ending? I'm not really sure. Anyway, that was the Knife of Dunwall. That took longer than I had hoped. And had a lot more bloodshed than I'd hoped. But that means we can move on to Brigmore Witches. Ideally, it will take like now. Brigmore Witches is a bit longer than Knife of Dunwall, a little bit. But I still think it'll be about the same amount of time. And ideally it should carry over our powers from the previous save. I don't know how its save carrying over takes works, but it should work.
The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
And like depending on high chaos or low chaos, Corvo will either choke these assassins out or murder them, blah 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 blah.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
I thought I'd go ahead and show you a little bit of the fight, because like, if we were being like truly efficient, I would have just lost immediately.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Okay, so there's a couple of runes you can get. This is basically just an intro sequence, it's not a real level. It's here to give you your equipment and some runes, help you get started. give you your knife that looks suspiciously like a nail file. We could get bend time or pull. Pull is an interesting idea, but I've never practically used it. It also saves a lot of your blueprints if you've managed to get those throughout the DLC.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. You don't have to remind me. It's Millie's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Dowd. Dowd should have caught it. And now Leeches.
Yeah, so... Yep, this looks like the... whatchamacall, the save from before. So, everything should be fine.
I found Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
Okay. So, we're gonna go back to Coldridge Prison. Another kind of reused level. And... didn't kill anyone. Like, we were going to kill someone on that level.
Delilah doesn't leave.
And our goal here is to break out one Lizzie Stride from prison. Lizzie Stride will... can't get any upgrades or favors, so let's just proceed.
Dowd. Lizzie Stride is in there.
We don't know where they're holding her. I kinda know where they're holding her. Her cell might be randomized, actually, so it might be good to check. Like... I think she's in cell A24, but... again, her cell might be randomized, so we're going to check. The idea is that they're still repairing Coldridge after, whatchamacall, after Corvo escaped.
Don't hesitate to kill their own.
And, we inadvertently saved the guards who helped Corvo escape from execution. So we're gonna... oh. Well, not this one. That's a bummer.
I need help.
Well, we saved somebody.
Feed him to the hounds.
You know, so we need to learn of where Lizzie Stride is, that arc pylon is on, which is going to make it difficult to get places.
What's wrong with me? We're sending 3 men to the firing squad, and no one knows what actually happened.
Didn't they do it?
Cameron drinks, and he chose a bad day to sleep in. Morris lost his nerve in the sewer gates. Neither of them knew anything.
So we are looking for... so I'm gonna open up cell A24.
Controls all the cell doors.
Log updates, cell controls. I'm gonna set it to A24 just in case, but I don't think that's where she is. It might be where she is, but I don't know for certain.
Still crying about that dice game? You always amuse me.
I don't know if there's a way down from there, so we're just gonna have to risk it and go this way. Oh yeah, there's also a rune in that room?
What happened here?
I'm pretty sure whatever guard I was standing next to would have definitely heard that, but whatever. Also, there's a lot of gold in here. Wow! Coming with me, buddy. Don't drown in this, waist-high water. Waist-high water.
Someone there?
Nope.
Probably rats into everything.
Missy's tried. She's in rough shape.
D24. Okay. So she's in D24, not A24. That's an easy fix. They heard that. It's kind of cool that even like this far into the DLC that's kind of short, they were introducing new powers like Pull and Corrupted Bone Charms. So Coldbridge Prison is pretty simple as a story narrative. We just need to get Lizzie Stride out of prison. We just need to open her cell, grab her, and get out. There are other things to do here, obviously, but we're not going to. It's going to compensate for next level, which is quite complicated.
I'll have to carry her out.
She's a little beaten and bruised though, so she's going to be yeah, we're gonna have to carry her out, as Dowd said. She's going to be our boat captain, who's going to take us to Delilah, a witch who is going to cause all sorts of havoc if we don't do something.
I'm not saying it would be easy, but I can do it once the cell doors open. You? How? In the first rush, I take 2, 3, before they get their sword. Pick up their pistols. I'm a good shot. How?
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who are transferred from Section B will be observed.
Okay, now from here, we can't use our blink, but that shouldn't be a huge issue. It's just gonna make things a little slow. Oh, we did save that guy. He's hiding. I wonder who that other guy was, who died then. Oh, that was the guy we tranquilized. Pay no attention to the man climbing down the staircase. Dowd's gloves look especially untextured today. And that's that.
She's beaten but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Let's go.
You can dress up as an overseer in that level and presumably beat it without ever changing disguise. Oh, never detective. That's cool. But I couldn't afford to do that, so you didn't get to see that. So this level's the longest in the DLC. For both DLCs.
Dunwall is changing fast.
And we're gonna find out why. There's just a lot of things you have to do. You basically have to play 2 levels in one. The Hidden Rune. I'll also take boot stealth. Oh, why not? Okay.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel.
Okay, so we're gonna be a little violent this run also. We're not gonna kill people directly, but we are going to do a pretty naughty thing. So, we're in the midst of a gang war right now between, basically a bunch of salty sailors and a bunch of people really obsessed with haberdasheries. So, in order to resolve this gang conflict, and we need to resolve this gang conflict in order to basically get our boat running. It's a bit weird, and it takes some time.
You think hammers will break it open? Explosives. Sure. The sound brings everyone running. Then we get what the? Oh, I'll find you.
Don't stand so close to the edge, brother. You're gonna get yourself killed. Okay, he's good. I was really worried if I tranquilized him near the edge there, he was just gonna fall off and die. Like, because that happens. Okay, so the key to this vault is just in the river here. It's like, you can open up this vault and get what's inside. I probably shouldn't have done that because I don't actually need that gold, but I don't know. Forced to have it. Rune here. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to go to the riverfront, and we need to take care of Lizzie's old boss. Or Lizzie's old working partner.
Crawling all over everything. Just make it quick.
This guy will kill that other guy if you're on high chaos, but he gives him mercy on low chaos, blah 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 blah. Your choices have consequences, yada yada yada. Really great thematic ideas, ignoring it for the sake of speed. So we need to go to the riverfront, and we're going to murk Lizzie's old friend, basically for get on her boat, and that resolves one half of the gang conflict, and then we're going to have to resolve the other half of the gang conflict, and that takes time. And I already messed up a little bit because I was supposed to get something in the river when I was down there opening the safe, and I just didn't. Also, there's a witch up here. She disappears when you go to see him. It's foreshadowing, because you're gonna go fight witches later.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath. They contraband if they get caught.
You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched? Had that a bunch lately.
Funny you ask that.
Okay, so they heard that. That launched a grenade and they heard it. I don't know if anybody got hurt by that grenade though, so that's optimal. They're definitely gonna see me if I walk out. Oh, they see me now. Okay.
Dowd, this is the second time now. I see.
Yeah, so he's being all like, no, we're being watched by witches, and yeah, we're being watched and stalked by witches right now. The witches will come back later. It's well relevant. Whatever. Like, Delilah knows that we're chasing her.
Why did I think this would work? You're Dowd. What brings you here?
So we actually just have to kill him. I have never not just stealth killed him before.
Time to signal Lizzie.
But whatever. That works either way. Parrying in this game is not hard, but it's something that's more difficult to do when you are like there's 40 million of them. Parrying one enemy is very easy. Parrying 90 enemies is very difficult. That's the gimmick.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the Dead Eels now.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield set me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. That piece of garbage, Edgar.
Okay, so Lizzie now controls the gang. We Dead Eels are now neutral, so we don't have to stealth around them. And what we do now is we have to go deal with the other gang, the Mad Hatters, I believe they're called, or something, because they're based around a textile mill that used to make hats. That's the gimmick. And
Bundry Rothwell? Why?
He lost control of things at his slaughterhouse. Lord Regent annexed it to state property.
Quiet in the city. Almost like
oh yeah,
it used to
and
be.
we actually need to go back to this river. Hello, see you. Going to actually grab this real quick because we're going to need this. Hey man, I'm running errands here. So as you can see, there's a Deathlook oil over here. So we're gonna go in there, and normally the passive way that you complete this part of the quest is to like help.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in.
Is you help this nurse guy, pictured here, giving this man health serum. You help him get whatchamacall, the textile mill running, but that requires a whole basically side quest where you do a mini dungeon basically.
The Empress did.
We ain't gonna do that.
Otana with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your hat on. I was just asking.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're in charge of the game.
Instead, we're just gonna kill the geezer, but in order to do that, because here's the gimmick. When you kill the geezer, who is the head of the Mad Hatter gang, he releases a toxin which will kill you as well as everyone else in the building. So in order to not die from that, you need an antitoxin, which you can create, but you need a variety of ingredients, which is why we had to go get that flower in the river. That's one of the ingredients. The rest of them can be found in the factory, simple enough. This textile mill, I mean. And we can... So we're gonna end up killing pretty much most of the gang in this area, inadvertently. There is a way into that lab. That isn't through that door. But I forget what it is. We kind of need to get in there also. I don't know why I'm sparing you when you're just going to die later.
What the fuck are you looking at? Blow off, chopper.
Oh, here's the lab. Alright, this is my lab, and this is my laboratory! Okay.
Trimble's got good handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
So basically, it'll tell you how to make an antitoxin somewhere around here. Yeah, oxrose flour, bull rat fetus, and metallic salts. So notes, antitoxin, bull rat fetus, one in the dry storage room, and so we need to go get a bull rat fetus, some salts.
What? Oh no!
Shush. So there's our salts. Go to sleep. And there will also be one in the dry storage room, wherever the hell that is. Okay, so we got the stuff. Now that we got the stuff, we can create an antitoxin and just kill the geezer.
Definitely somebody about. Watch it. Yeah, someone's still alive.
Normally, I'd be more inclined to do the more passive route, but it's honestly such a time waste. So, create an antitoxin. Now, setting that timer causes Nurse Trimble to leave the office, which is what we want, because we want him to be out of the office when we just murder.
We have an intruder. We got
Dude. Look at the pickle I'm in. I've already taken the antitoxin.
Okay, so we do that. We take that out. We take out his life support.
Dad, you set me free, kid. 2, 3.
He gives you the first parts of the combination, and then everybody dies. He's unconscious. I guess he must have taken the anti-poison as well. That's a lot of dead people. Oh well. Alright. Well, now that we know the first two numbers, 2, 3... No, you just trial and error the last one.
This a chunk of metal wiring. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
Yeah, and you go through all of that, so that way you can... get through it. Tesla coil's still on. We killed a lot of people for that. I'm hoping that the amount of people we didn't kill otherwise is going to balance it out. Alright! Okay, but we got the engine. And now that we've killed all those people and got the engine, we can get going.
Good to have busy.
Check it out, witches. Lizzie doesn't live the fight on High Chaos.
Please, to the honors down. Fire up the engine from the bridge. Get us in.
So I guess we're still in Low Chaos, technically. But yeah, the witches were watching us and it leads to that. They ambushed us. They know we're after them. And now we're off to the Brigmore Manor, the last level. Only 10? Only 10. I thought there would be more people in that warehouse. Oh well. Alright.
The Brigmores were an ancient family.
So, witches are challenging as... Turncoat, I don't know if it even functions. I tried using it once and the witch just attacked me. It's like supposed to be a thing where you talk to a witch in a red coat and she gives you information instead of like attacks you, but she just didn't do that. Holding the fence is useful.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snare.
This level can be a bit challenging simply because the witches have a unique moveset that make them hard to combat. They don't use guns, and they don't always use swords. Instead, they use projectiles that don't have a meaningful way to combat them. You can't necessarily block them super easily.
Everything is in order, sir.
I'll take that.
Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard.
Now, I believe there is... Oh, right. Okay, so our goal is actually this building right here, this crypt, but we can't do anything with it right now. Or can we? I'm not sure. Yeah, hold on. Without on his way to... Yeah, so the... whatchamacall, the lever for that is in a different area, and we need to get to that area and then bring it back, and that's probably going to be our fastest way to get into the building. There might be a faster way, but we don't necessarily have that. I might be being chased by a witch right now? Okay, I guess not. This level is a bit hazardous because there's a lot of things that you can't necessarily counter here. I should also point out that this DLC begins kind of the morality switch mechanics of Dishonored that I find a little weird. Like, I think that, like, Dishonored kind of has this problem later in the series where, like, morality becomes a little bit cheapened by the idea that you can kind of just... Morality becomes more of an aesthetic rather than a thing that, you know, you have to really choose or think about. Like, for instance, you have arc mines and you have stun mines. They are effectively the same tool, but one kills people and one does not. It's like, ostensibly, whether or not you kill somebody is whether or not you press the right mouse button or the middle mouse button. And that's like, but there is a bit of a difference. Choking somebody out takes more time. Sleep darts are more expensive, or like, are a bit harder to use. They don't activate immediately. There's typically a gameplay style change that has to occur, at least slightly, in order for you to play non-lethally. But with stun mines, there is no difference other than that one kills and one doesn't, so it feels like the moral difference is more aesthetic than anything else. And like, it becomes really apparent in the second game when you can just do drop assassinations that can knock people out. So it kind of feels like morality is not so much, it feels more like, do you want the good ending or do you want the bad ending? It feels less like you have to directly alter your gameplay in order to accommodate for a good or bad playstyle, and it feels a lot more like you just are choosing what button to press to choose what ending you want. It feels kind of cheap in a way that doesn't feel meaningful, and I feel that, like, that's kind of apparent in, like, the use of stun mines or, like, certain items. It begins to show its head in this DLC. It's not as bad as in Dishonored 2, but it's there. The challenge of this level in particular comes from the fact that you have stuff like river crusts here, and the witches and the dogs that don't have, like, meaningful counters. You can't just block them. You have to avoid them or fight them directly. Okay, so now that we've got the key, we can go to the graveyard. I don't know how she didn't hear that. And the graveyard will let us go underground and into the mansion. My dogs do not like something. There better be a serial killer outside. If the statues of Delilah see you, they will alert nearby enemies, but there's no nearby enemies here, so that doesn't do anything. It's...
And I think the flooded district was run down.
I'm being distracted by my dogs a little bit. those dogs are unkillable unless you destroy their skulls. So that's the idea behind it. There's no ethical ramifications for killing dogs. Animal abuse is a-okay in the world of Dishonored. I believe where we are looking for is Delilah's studio.
Be thorough. We must make sure this time Rat has gotten away.
I don't know where it is exactly.
You hear? She finished painting the air. It's flawed. She's begun the final phase.
She's in the void already.
Yes, it won't be long now. All of her patience and work will be rewarded. But what happened to Melina?
So we are looking for Delilah's studio, and Delilah's plan, in case you didn't know, is to use a spell, because she is a witch, to basically transform into the body of Emily Caldwin, so that way when she retakes the throne, she will become Emily Caldwin and inhabit the throne as her. Because when she was young, she used to be the sister of Jessamine Caldwin, the former empress, and she feels bitter that she was never the queen or whatever the fuck it is. Lore reasons. I have, I'm trying to speed through this game kinda, so it's kind of like, oh, I'm trying to like pass over this stuff, and I feel like if you really want to know, it's there. I do think it's like, I don't mean to discount the lore or whatever, but I do also think that like this is not the place for it. There's the Overseer being tortured by being forced to eat his friend. That's cool. I am looking for Delilah's studio. My game appears to be bugging out a little bit. I think this is where the studio is. The studio has a lot of traps in it.
How can you find the heart of a blood ox now that all the farmers are dead from the plague?
Yeah, so there's a lot of traps here. Don't blow up. So we need to take this lantern. This West Wing key will help also. And now we need to go to the gallery. Very cool. And getting to the gallery will be... I don't remember it being especially hard. Pardon me. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the part where there's like 7 of them in one area or something. But I think if we fly over them, if we like blink over them or something, it's usually fine. Yeah. Yeah, but you can kind of just blink over all of them. So, it's good.
It pains me that I cannot be at Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong?
Who will help her?
Who knows?
Come out now.
Okay. Okay. So then you need to set the lantern at the gallery. Painting. This reveals the painting and allows you to go to the painted world. This ends up becoming relevant in the second game, believe it or not. You.
I gave you.
Okay. And now we're going into the void. Amazing.
The void. Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
Now, we could passively defeat Delilah. There is a way to do it, and it is kind of satisfying. But at the same time, it involves us waiting for Delilah to do her whole song and dance, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to kill her. That's a cool assassination we never got. We didn't get to see until now, where Dowd just kind of injects his crossbow bolt into you. So yeah, this is a boss fight, but it's also kind of a joke boss fight. Not a joke boss fight, but kind of a gimmick boss fight, like where where you have to find out which of the Delilahs is the real Delilah. And the gimmick is, none of them are the real Delilah. This is a reoccurring theme, by the way. None of them are the real Delilah. This one's the real Delilah. This ends up becoming a reoccurring theme in the second game. Delilah do be a gamer, so she don't know how to look up. So you can just kind of stand on top of the balcony there and she won't be able to find you.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death.
And we did it.
Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider.
That went a lot better than the Knife of Dunwall.
Watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes. Inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
Kill him, kill him, kill him.
For a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill.
Don't forget the murder.
How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know.
Well, don't forget about that time we poisoned an
But how does
entire
it
factory.
end for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
You know, for everything I said in the video, I think it'd be kind of cool if he kind of just kills you in both endings. Like, either way, he just kills you. Because he doesn't know. And because sometimes, people don't get their just rewards. That'd be kind of poetic. I'd kind of respect that. Well, we did it. We beat the game kind of fast. I'll have to check how long that was on OBS later. Knife of Dunwall I didn't beat as fast as I had hoped. But this one, I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. Anyway, I'm not gonna make you sit through the credits a second time. Those are the DLCs. I don't like outros. So, I'm thinking about, like, playing Celeste again tomorrow, maybe. And then maybe Katamari at some point. I'm trying to think of, like, games to stream. I also want to stream at a rate that, like, feels comfortable for me. I don't know if it'll be, like, every day. I think, like, I'm more accustomed to shorter streams now than, like, longer ones. So, yeah. Like I said yesterday, I'll figure it out. In the meantime, for everybody who came out to see this, even though it was like, you know, none of my streams are ever very good, but for people who came out to see them anyway, I appreciate it. And I'll see you later. Bye. Oh right, OBS. There can be no smooth transition. Alright.